I'm back with my next episode of Sunday Stories. And as today is the fourth Sunday of September, and everybody knows that it is Daughter's Day. So before I begin the story, I want to wish each and every daughter of my family, English with Mona family, a very, very happy Daughter's Day. Live your dreams. Keep smiling. And God bless you all. So today, as you have seen the caption of the story, the title of the story is Pari. Pari. Hindi version of fairy. This is a story about a small family. A family of a conservative mindset, orthodox conservative mindset, where females are not given importance. They have just no say in the family. They are made to do all the household work. They are taught the household works so that the daughter, when she gets married and goes to the other family, she is able to take the responsibility of that house where she goes. Education for these orthodox conservative mindset people, education of a girl child was not essential. There has come a change, but there are families who still have the same mindset. So this is about a family where there was the husband and wife had two children, a boy and a girl. Belonging to this modern world, the girl was also sent to school, just like the son was sent. But there was a difference. The daughter was supposed to come back home and help the mother in the kitchen and all the household work so that she learns all that works. Whereas the boy was made to study very nicely because he had to become a big man. He had to become independent. The boy was allowed to enjoy, entertain himself, to go out to play. But girls were supposed to be submissive, meek, quiet. And they were made to be more responsible towards the household works, to care for people. The girls were taught all this, all the womanly traits, which I feel is already inbuilt in all the women. So this girl, Pari, belonged to this family. She went to school in the morning, but when she came back, after having her lunch, she was supposed to help her mother in the household works. The mother used to teach her different types of works. She was taught thread work. She was taught how to clean the house. She was taught how to make chapatis, how to cut vegetables, how to take care of the family. Pari definitely felt a difference in the upbringing of herself and her brother. But she never said anything because she was taught to be submissive and quiet. So this continued for quite some time. The father, being of a conservative mindset, seldom talked to the daughter. Seldom talked to the daughter means hardly talked to the daughter, very less. She was always with her mother. There were times she shared with her mother why there was a difference between the upbringing of the brother and herself, but the mother said that that was the way of the life, of the society, of the tradition, old way, and they had to follow that. This girl was a very hardworking girl. She was always a topper of her class. She used to take out time out of the works that she was made to do in the house and learn new works regarding to the house responsibilities. She used to take out time and give time to studies. Even if she had to wake up late at night, she used to study a lot. She had her own aims, her own dreams. She wanted higher education. She wanted to do a lot in her life that her mother had not been able to achieve. Her mother had never complained because women were taught not to complain. But she herself was a witness to the way of living of her mother. She did not want to follow that. She did not want a life for herself of that sort. Anyways, they grew up. After completing the 12th, the son was sent abroad for higher studies. The daughter had to stay here, and she was supposed to do all the household works plus a normal life which all the women lead, and then to get married quickly. In fact, the father was finding a suitable boy for her. Now what happened? As destined, the father met with a fatal accident. The father, who was the bread earner, he met with a fatal accident in which he became a handicapped person. He lost both his legs. He was hospitalized. But their damage was so much that his legs had to be amputated. The son, who was abroad, was not able to come back because of his ongoing exams, or maybe because he was never taught the way a person should care for the family. They had never focused on this part in the upbringing of the son. It was all given to the daughter. The daughter, who respected the mindset of her parents. She had her own dreams, but she had never revolted. She couldn't go against her parents. But she was a strong, determined girl. I told you she used to sit at nights and study. And in fact, when she grew up, she used to study for competitive exams. So now the father became handicapped and he was on bed. He became bedridden. He was served very nicely both by the daughter and the wife. Now till when could he and his savings take care of the house? Till when? So the savings started exhausting. The mother used to often call the son and tell him to come back and take care of the family business which the father had set up. But as I told you, the son was never made so responsible. He didn't bother much. He felt if he would come here, all the responsibilities would be on his shoulder. He wanted to lead a free life. That is what he had always lived as, a free. He was just free. Never any work had been forced on him from the childhood. So he didn't come back. You know, these basic responsibilities, these basic things we need to teach children from a very early age. But he was never taught so he never came back. He did not want to shoulder the burden of the family and the handicapped father and the mother. This daughter, who had been studying so very hard that one day she would do something, now sat for a competitive exam of UPSC. And to the astonishment of the father, she was amongst the selected candidates. She cleared the interview. She had this willpower and determination that she had to do something in life. She was an all-rounder. She was made to be a responsible girl. She had been taught all the household works. She was taught the value of caring. All these qualities were ingrained in her. But she was a modern girl and she had been seeing the life of her mother. And she did not want the same type of life, and she had been working since she was a small kid. And now was the time when she was able to do something, achieve something. The father, who was a bedridden man, felt guilty for the way he had brought up his daughter. She became a civil servant. She cleared her exams, she cleared the interview very, very confidently. She became a civil servant. She took her father to Ahmedabad, where there is a special hospital where people whose legs are amputated, they get those artificial legs, made according to the size, so that her father would be able to walk, to be at his own. She was a civil servant. The father felt proud of her daughter. He was guilty somewhere inside that he had not inculcated the same values in the son. But the daughter took the responsibility of the whole house. She cared for her father. Day and night, she served her father and mother. She had been taught so. She was a caring girl. She was a girl full of love and compassion. She studied, worked hard. She achieved her dreams. She became a civil servant. She got a house to stay in, where she shifted with her parents. She used to serve them in spite of being a civil servant, an IAS officer. She never brought about a change in her way of service towards her parents. She shouldered the responsibility. It was at that time when her father called her, made her sit beside him, apologized for his way of thinking. He said, I named you Pari, and you have, actually, I feel you have, moved your magic wand in my house, in my thinking, and brought about a change in this orthodox conservative mindset of mine. I'm proud of you. Daughters need to be educated. They need to be regarded as equal to the sons. They are achieving much more than what the men are doing. Women are achieving much more. Why do we forget this? We need to respect each and every woman in the house. We need to respect girl child in the house. We need to educate her. We need to love her. We need to make her feel that she is free. Why should she be a submissive person? Why should she keep her dreams subsided? She should be made to live her life king size. They are wonderful. Girls are wonderful. They are full of love, full of compassion. Give them the freedom. Let them fly. Human beings make mistakes. So as the girls too make mistakes. Why do we have to point the mistakes of the girl and not point out the mistake of the boys? Treat them equally. They will love you back more and more. Let them be free. Let them fly in the open sky of this world. Bring about a change in the way of thinking of the whole world. We need to move the magic wand in the thinking of people and let daughters live freely. Let them achieve their dreams. Let them soar high and high. It is said, because sky is the limit, I want to say, even sky is not the limit. Nowadays, people are going into space. Let girls live freely. Provide them the wings of compassion, of freedom. Do let me know what you feel about my story. Happy Daughters Day to all. Live life like a bird. Fly high. Achieve your dreams. Bye bye. Do take good care of yourself.